Hello. Hi, everybody. Can you hear me okay? Get my chat up. Kia ora koutou, tamariki mā. How are we going? Hopefully you can hear me okay. Woohoo. And hi. Hi, everybody. Hi. Nice to see you all. Yep. Oh, hi, Caleb. Good to see you. Oh, it's good to see some cool friends in here today. Kia ora. How are we going today on this lovely Thursday? I noticed the rain has stopped and the sun's come out, and I can't wait to go for a walk this afternoon. It's been horrible the last 2 days, hasn't it? So I'm very excited to get out and about and do lots of different things. And what do you think of our art inspiration for this week? Te Wiki o Te Reo Maori. It is Māori Language Week. Aren't we lucky? Who's been doing loads of things with their classes for Māori Language Week this week? I thought we'd give it a good try. Hello. Lots of people on today. Nice to see you all. Are we all ready? Thank you to Dargaville Primary who posted that gorgeous photo. And it was such an inspiration for me. I thought, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do something cool like that, which would be awesome. Hi, Izzy. Tēnā koutou. Hannah Rose. HB. Awesome. Well, it's good to see you all here. We're going to have a little bit of a play around today. I've been inspired. I've been a little bit, I don't know, I wanted to kind of play around with a few things and see what we came up with. You can see I've made a bit of a start already on a piece of paper. I folded my A4 printer paper in half and just started playing around with a couple of things. So just make sure you've got your bits and pieces with you. You've got your paper, your pencil, your eraser. You might want one of those today. A ruler. Rulers have been very helpful for me today. I've got my trusty wooden ruler. And colouring in pencils if you want to add some colour. That's up to you. We'll see how we go here. And I also want to say, before we start, how awesome was your art from last week? Those trees, far out. You guys sent me the most incredible photos. I'll send out a slideshow, I think, to the community. And I was so blown away by it all. It was awesome. So well done to you guys for doing something so cool and for persisting. Like, a lot of you thought, okay, cool, I've done enough, because it was a lot of colouring in. And that's kind of why I think today what I want to do is work on half an A4, A5. So we go half the size that we normally do. I'll just make sure I've got my chats up. Hi. Lots of highs. You have the same ruler, Hannah Rose? Really? That's pretty cool. This one it's got different wood in it. So like pine, sako, kauvula, yucca, dakua. I don't even know. Coconut. Yeah, it's a pretty cool ruler. Timbers of Fiji. There you go. I don't know where I got this from. I thought it was my dad's. He might have gotten it in Fiji. He did go there once. And I've kind of inherited it, and it's kind of been here for a while. So, hi, Lily from room 7. Nice to see you. You don't have A4 paper. Just get any paper. Any paper. Don't worry about it. A4 is just normal printer white paper. That's what A4 is referring to, the size of the paper. What are we drawing? Corbin, we are drawing. Look at the inspiration down below me. Here is our inspiration for Te Wiki o Te Reo Maori. We are going to be doing a little bit of kowhaiwhai patterns, maybe a few korus here and there. Just do something, We're just going to get out there and do a bit of doodling and practice our koru shapes. I mean, look, mine are they're not perfect. And my korus are all over the show half the time. That's why I have my trusty Stedler Mars plastic eraser. Rianne, will we be celebrating your birthday next week? If we're still in lockdown, I'll be here. Remember, as long as we're still in level 3 or 4, I'm here every Thursday, 1 o'clock. It's nice to see you guys here. I hope no one shows up tomorrow after that miscommunication this morning. Right. Now let's make a wee start. So we've got kowhaiwhai patterns, as we know. Kowhaiwhai patterns are the beautiful red and black and white patterns that we see that come from the Maori culture. And a really cool thing to do, just Google it, get some ideas of what you want to do. So I'm going to show you. I just realized I didn't put my voiceover onto that screen and you didn't hear anything I said. Yep, pretty much. So those kowhaiwhai patterns, if you just Google kowhaiwhai patterns, it's lots of things to inspire you. And yeah, I'm glad I realized that instead of, going off on a tangent and then coming back and going, did you not hear any of that? That's all right. At least I'm learning, guys. I'm learning. It's not hard. It's not going to be hard at all. It's as easy. It's as hard as you make it. Remember, anything in art will be as hard as you make it. The more detail you add, the more you've got to color in and fill in. Okay? So the less you do, the easier it is. Okay? Keep it simple. Okay? Yeah, I know you couldn't hear me. That's okay. Right. So I'm going to get a piece of pepper. Pepper, the Māori word. Yes. Had a bit of a blank. I'm going to fold that in half. I don't want to keep it too big. Remember, the bigger your page, the more you've got to colour in. So let's halve it today. I'm going to go for the A5 size. So I'm going to match my corners up. And I'm going to just fold that in half and just use one half. Hey, I stuffed up. I didn't like what it is. Cool. Guess what you can do? Go use the other half. Oh, no. I don't like that side. Yeah, look, you've got 2 more pages you can use. So you've actually got quarters, sorry. 2 on this side and 2 on that side. Pretty cool, eh? Right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to start with using my ruler. Now, I'm quite lucky with my cool mat that I've got here. These little squares or these lines, this is a 1 centimetre by 1 centimetre grid. So even though my ruler is not see-through, I'm going to use these sort of lines here on my page to rule. And I liked how I did it before. I just used the whole ruler and went across. Now, my ruler is exactly 4 centimetres wide. So you can just do that actually if you want. Just put your ruler at the bottom of your page and then rule yourself a line going over the top. And that is 4 centimetres for me, or just whatever size your ruler is, doesn't matter. If you've got a skinny ruler, you've got a skinny ruler. If you've got a big ruler, you've got a big ruler. A robust ruler. And we are going to start with that. I think I'm going to start with that. Now, one of the things I love doing, and my Room 4 representatives from 2020 who are here, there's a few of you, I've seen you already, will know that I love this. Like this sort of love heart koru is my family. So I've got me, and I've got Andrew, and I've got Abigail and Harrison, and that's sort of my family. And what I want to do is have my family here, and I'm going to do sort of like a kowhaiwhai pattern going on the top. I kind of like that. And it's just going to be, just something a little bit simple. I've been playing around with a few different things. You can see here, I was playing around with connecting them together. I've been rubbing out some lines. Here I was trying this sort of love heart thing, and then I tried this. So I'll just go with it. I don't really have a plan. Don't have a plan. Chuck that behind us. We'll just go with it. Go with the flow. And see how you go. Oh, she's behind everyone. Hannah Rose, what are we going to do with you, young lady? Nice to see some amazing friends again. Thank you so much for joining us, guys. It's so nice for me. It gives me courage to do this, so it's awesome that you're here. I'm reminding myself as well, last week, man, I finished off and I had the driest throat. I'm going to make sure I keep hydrating because doing all this talking gets a little bit, it just gets a bit tiring. Yeah. All right. So you have a medium ruler. Thank you very much for sharing. A medium ruler. I love your medium ruler, Sheena. Oh, very cool. Okay. Oh, you could make yours a card, Corbin. That would be awesome. How cool would that be? And this is kind of like a card. If you keep that piece of paper there, it is like a card. So I'm going to start with that. Let's start with some koru. So what you could do is on another piece of paper, if you wanted to, you can practice your koru shapes. Let's have a good look at how they work before we start on that. So starting, look at where I'm holding my pencil. I'm going to start drawing the shape up. So you want to make sort of like that wave shape going around, all the way around, like a swirl, all the way around, and then you're going to stop. Maybe go a little bit further, and then I'm going to stop. Okay. Once I stop there, I'm then going to like reverse, and I'm going to go out, and then I'm going to try and follow with the same length, going around to there. Okay. Look, is mine perfect? No, it's never going to be. Okay. So let's try that again. We're going to go up and around, all the way around, round, and stop. I see you stopping. Good. And then reverse. Beep, 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 beep. Shh. Okay. I'm noticing in my korus that I'm seeing a little bit of a lump there. That's okay. It is what it is. Okay. I'm going to practice a couple more times. Maybe I'll connect them. So I'll go around, stop, and reverse, beep, 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 beep. And then here, oh, this is where it gets a bit tricky. Your brain's got to think a bit backwards. That's okay. I'm going to go around, stop, beep, 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 beep. Oh. Now, if only my two korus were touching, it would be a really good love heart. But that's why we practice. So we go again. Bottom, around. I like how I've kind of got a center line here where everything's lining up. And we go around. I'm going to get them touching, and they do a kiss. Oh, isn't that lovely? Oh, so sweet. Very cool. So that's what you can do. You just practice that. I like the little love hearts. They're very cool. They're not really love hearts. I just call them that when I'm teaching in the classroom. So on our piece of paper, you've ruled your 2 lines. Get rid of that. And we are I'm going to start with like a bit of a kowhaiwhai pattern kind of going this way. And for the bottom, I might have it going that way. And then for the top, I might have it going that way. And I might make it the same, the same pattern, I think. Ooh, I'm going to try. I really like those love hearts, but I don't want to over love heart it. So I'm thinking, I threw my paper on the ground. All right, it's fine. I've got a little bit of inspiration. I'm going to do a wibbly wobbly. So wibble wobble. No, didn't like that. Start again. Actually, I'm going to rule another line down the middle. Just do whatever you want, guys. There's no rules here. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wibble wobble like this. You know, I'm concentrating hard when the tongue comes out. All right, I've drawn my wibble wobble. That's going across. And I might just double line that one. Ooh, it's a bit tricky. This is what it's all about. Art is just feeling, just seeing how you go. Now, when I go back this way, I want to kind of so this part's going down. So I kind of on this side want to make it go up, almost like it's got a mirror. So there's a mirror effect happening here. So let me rule my middle line again. I'm lucky I've got my lines on my mat. Oh, I wonder how many of you guys have these cool mats at home. I love this mat. You can tell. I just paint everything on it. By the way, update on my painting. I've done nothing else on it. I haven't done anything. So do we remember the painting from last week? My paint by numbers, did I show you? I'm sure I showed you. I must have showed you. Yeah, I haven't done much more on it. I need to. I haven't really been in the mood. Lockdown's a funny, strange thing, isn't it? Yeah, I haven't really been in the mood for that. Oh, there's my painting from last week. Did I finish that? No. That's my one from last week. Do you remember? And I ended up doing the watercolor on all of it. So, yeah, it's okay. It turned out all right, didn't it? I'm digressing. Oh, she's digressed. Let's go back. Stay on target, Mrs. P. Right. So let's have a look here. So I want to bring it this way first, and then I'm going to bring it out this way. Oop, 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 oop. Okay. How's that? It's a little bit wobbly. It's a little bit wobbly. But that's okay. And I'm going to add that double line to it. Now, I will be rubbing out some of these lines soon. Ah, there we go. What do you think? So I've now got my wave. I kind of like that. And what I'm going to do is have like a koru coming out onto each wave. I'm going to try. So all you got to do is try. How are we going? Oh, Caleb, you missed last week. Last week was fun. I ended up using colouring in pencils that ended up being watercolour pencils. And then I got pressured by the chat to add water to it. No, I didn't get pressured. You guys encouraged me. And yeah, it ended up looking good, but I didn't finish it. But I do need to put it on my wall behind me. I've got all of our splatter space stuff going up there. So I'll go and put that up there. So all the art we do kind of goes behind me onto my cork board. Right, let me keep going. I don't want to keep you all. So I've decided I'm going to have one going out like so. I'm just making it up as I go. And I'm going to have one going like so. What do you think? Okay, I'm just going to go with it. Okay, I'm going to go with it. And on this side, oh, yes, I'm having them both go. So, yeah, okay. And then on this side, this one's going to go out like so. And then I'm going to have one like so. Is it perfect? No, it's not perfect. And that's okay. Going out. Oh, I've come to the edge of my page, and that's okay. And that reversing around. Oh, that's looking kind of cool when I see it on the screen. And around. I love it when I see people being sensible and respectful in the chat. It's always so nice to see people being so encouraging, because that's what it's all about. And I'm going to do the same going that way. And like I said, you can do yours however you want. If you want to just do a couple of like korus going across, go for it. I'll pick up my inspiration off the floor. Remember, I had this one. Can you see that on my screen? Why do I do that? It's here. Like, I've got a camera here. I don't know why I do that. So you could just have plain korus going that way. You could try doing this one going across. It's up to you. There's lots and lots of different things you can do. Corbin, use a rubber. Rub out a little bit. It's okay. It's never going to look perfect. Mine doesn't look perfect. It doesn't. Right, I'm going to go this way this time. So let's get my first koru going out. Boom, 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 boom. Second koru going out. Let's go around. Oh, that one's a bit special. Oh, yes, Mrs. P. Very special. Which is all very exciting. What have we been up to lately? Has anyone done anything super interesting? Something new? Something exciting? It's so hard to do anything new and exciting in level 4 lockdown, isn't it? Oh, I feel like every day is like the same. I've made loads and loads of mistakes on this one, but that's okay. I'm all good with it. I'm happy. I like it. And you know what I'm going to do as well? I want to exaggerate this sort of line I've got going there. So I'm going to like double it over. I'm going to do that. You've done the drawing. Caleb, you are always Speedy Gonzalez, aren't you? That's what you are. You've always been the Speedy. Do we like it? How's that looking? Actually, I'm quite pleased with that. And I think it does pay to practice a little bit. Definitely pays to practice a little bit. Right. Looking at our inspiration picture. What I really loved about it, obviously the korus are really cool. I love how there's korus inside korus and there's korus coming off the main koru, and that was really cool. But I love, love, love the lines and the curves and, those sort of lines. It just reminds me a bit of like a tapa cloth from the islands, or it just reminds me of those patterns that like weaving. It's just so nice, and I really like it, and it's something that I've really enjoyed. And I wonder, I've got this, I don't think I've got a picture of it here. I've got it on my school computer, but we made this most incredible blue, like cool tone. We learnt our warm and cold colours last week. We made a cold colour sort of tapa cloth when I was back in room 5, years and years and years ago. I think those kids that I did it with are now in intermediate school, I have a feeling. Unless you're here, tell me if you're here, but it was a whole lot of like flowers going out, which was really cool. We could do that. We could do that. We could do like the fan flower going out like that with the 4 petals. Have you seen that? Bum, 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 bum. Oh. Like that. What do you think? So I could put that in the middle. Or you could do like your family in the middle of yours, which would be quite cool as well. I love that pattern. It reminds me of like a frangipani flower sort of thing. And if I just fix it up, notice where I'm holding my pencil. I'm holding it all the way down because I want to get a lot of traction. I want to be able to move my pencil across the page. Try to sort of find the middle. Oh, I like that. See how art is just about just getting a pencil on a piece of paper and just doing something. There's this incredible young man, a friend of mine, it's her son, and he's the most amazing artist. He's a high school student up in Orewa, and he's gone and drawn on the back of a skateboard deck, like on the back of a skateboard, and he's done this incredible art. Anyway, he's auctioning it off for charity. But he's just a teenager with the most incredible skills. What do you think? And he just started by getting a pencil and a piece of paper and just doodling. Yeah. Which is very cool. Oh, let's have a look. Oh, what are we talking about? Crystal, your aunt and uncle moved to Japan last week? Wow. Very sad, but very exciting for them. Japan is incredible. I love Japan. I spent 3 weeks in Japan, and it's one of the places on our list that we really want to go back. Oh, looking good. Oh, hello, Miss Abs. Hi, Douglas. We are doing some kowhaiwhai art. Right. So what do you think of the flower? Is that something that you like? Go ahead, give it a copy. Have I inspired you to try something new? Not a lot of chatting happening. Come on, Corbin, I want to see your art. You've got to send it to me. Okay? Send me the picture that you're doing. Now, I've got this flower here, which is quite cool. I might do like a shade, like if I shade it from one color to another, from there to there. So I might keep those solid. But then in the background, using my trusty wooden Fijian ruler that I didn't know was from Fiji until this moment ago when Hannah Rose told me, timbers of Fiji, I'm going to rule some lines. Looking at our incredible inspiration picture from Dargaville Primary School, I noticed that the lines go this way, go that way. If I get my piece of paper here, I could freehand them, I suppose. Let's start with a few lines going this way, and then I'm going to change direction. Boom. And then I'm going to change direction. Boom. And then I might add in some curved lines. Change direction. Change direction. So it's all about changing those directions, but filling in that space. Yeah? You see those lines going in there? And I really like that. It kind of put it into the background, into that, what do you call it, negative space, I suppose. And if we fill up the negative space with that, it'll make this solid sort of stand out a little bit more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a few lines. So I love the curved lines and I love the straight lines. And I want to do a little bit of a mixture of both of them. So I'm going to I'll start here. Let's go. You just got to go for it. You've just got to start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn my page. 1, 2, 3, 4. Turn my page. Actually, I might turn around this way. Cool. That's looking cool. And then I might get some coming in from here so that they clash a little bit, so that they sort of like meet part way. See how I've got it coming out of that one? I can't wait to see your artwork. You guys are so amazing when you share your artwork to me. I need to be more proactive with putting it into something. A lot of you have your faces in it, so I can't put it on the YouTube channel because this is a public YouTube channel. So if you send me your artwork, can you send me one with your gorgeous face and one with just your artwork? So if it's just got your artwork in it, I can put it on the YouTube channel in like a video sort of format. Yeah, how are you guys going with those lines? Break it down. Tell me how you're going. Hi, Rada. You sent me an email of your drawing. That's fantastic. Keep going. Or have you finished the whole thing? Oh, Speedy Gonzalez, I tell ya, that boy. He's too fast. Incredibly creative, though. It's one of the things I noticed when Master Caleb came to us last year. I was blown away by his ability to do art. All right, what do you think? I'm going to close that off with that. All right, that's one side done. Do you like it? It's almost like a scalloped design. Scallop being like that shell, you know, that seashell that looks like that. That's like a scallop shell. So that scallop design is when it comes around like that, like the crescents, which is quite cool. I'm going to let you guys do a little bit more of that while I hydrate. Oh, very cool. Elodie, you've been to Japan, which is very cool. Awesome. Yeah, put it on Seesaw. I'd love to see that. Yes, my cursed card will be on YouTube. Okay. You're doing good, Aria. Excellent. Doing a little bit more art and less chatting, which will be good. Love to see your work. Let me just double check how my stream health is going. Fantastic. We've got 40 people online. That's more than I get in my classroom. That's a bit special. Welcome. Welcome, everyone. If you've joined us a bit late, we are doing a bit of Te Reo art, or just inspired by Te Reo Maori art, which is cool. I mean, I'm just inspired by lots of different pictures, as you see. I put up my inspiration piece and then off I go. So I see that curved pattern. I'm going to do the same here, and then I'll do the line pattern up here and down here, I think. So I'm going to go back and doing my curved pattern in the negative space here, starting in the corners. I can't wait to see this. I've got one couple of people, like a mum and a son. And one of my students and his mum watches every week, and then they send me their amazing art. And what I love about their art is that every week they never do exactly what I do. they go off and they do their own artistic thing, and it's so creative, and I love it. And they make me go, whoa, I could have done something like that. So they know who they are if they're here today. I absolutely love it. I'll give you a clue. My student, the boy, is obsessed with fishing. And he loves the sea and he loves the ocean, as do I. Something we have in common. Ooh, I've got a little bit of a mirror effect going there. I didn't do that on purpose, by the way. That just happened. So we're going around. I wonder if Madeline and Tom are here today. They've been fantastic viewers every single week. And I know that Mum's really appreciated having them here. And who else is here? Can we get a classroom representation? I think room 17 has been winning, and room 19. Those two classrooms have been really representing the last 3 weeks. Let's see what other classes we have here. You can give me a quick type in the chat window. The chat does not go live on the video. So my video that goes onto YouTube after this does not include the chat. Hi, Iris. Oh, Iris from room 3, or senior Iris. Iris from one of the senior classes. We've got a couple of Irises at our school. All right. So there, I filled in my negative space on that side. Room 18. We've got a few people with guesses. Oh, room 14. There's a couple of you, Corbin and Rianne and Izzy. Oh, maybe it is room 14 this week. Room 3, room 14. Mr. P will be so impressed. What a representation. Room 3. Iris from room 3. Fantastic. Room 4. And yes, he's getting creative today. Excellent. I'm so glad you're getting creative, Taj. I can't wait to see it. Room 4. Ooh, another room 4. Oh, Fenella. Welcome again, Fenella and Arthur. Oh, it's nice to have you here. I was talking to Mrs. Cookard about you, Miss Fenella, and she was saying, oh, she's so creative. And, oh, room 2 and room 5, another room 5. Oh, very nice. Got lots of representations happening. And I'm going to do my straight lines, just like I've done my circles. So I'm just going to come down. Turn. 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 Start again. See what other classes we've got. Very cool. Oh, I'm very impressed to see you all here today. We've got our kids that are here every week without fail, and they share their amazing artwork with me, which I love seeing. Do you know what else makes teachers really happy about seeing your artwork? Like if your work looks a little bit like what we've sort of told you what to do, then it means that we did kind of a good job. And that's how teachers they go, oh, yeah, I did a little bit of an okay job here teaching you this. So that's good. So that's why teachers are constantly looking at what you do. Going, oh yeah, I did explain that well. Corbin, I bet yours is amazing. Please send it to me. I bet it's amazing. It's a mix of Māori art and flowers. Love it, Crystal. Very artistic. Oh, artistic. Artistic. I used to be in room 4. You did in 2019, Aria. You were. And then you went to another classroom, and now you are in room 7. Ryan. Love it. Hi, Adam. Oh, I can't wait to see it, Adam. I bet it's amazing. By the way, room 17, I got to see your little pass the toilet paper video. And how funny was that? I actually showed it to my class, and they were just so impressed. They thought it was hilarious. Adam, I love the way you did yours. So well done. Here we go. And I think we'll go this way. Here we go. Negative space is being filled in there as well. All I'm doing is drawing lines and turning my page. Lovely. It was lovely. And I'll start again on this side here. Now, I won't colour in this negative space. I think what I'll do is if I do end up colouring in my page, I'll just... No, I probably... No, I won't. I'll just leave it. I might go over it with like a black felt tip or a black pen to make it stand out a bit more, but I won't colour it in because, I mean, that's a lot to colour in. Blimey. I'm pretty sure the class that I did something very similar to this with, they're at intermediate now, and they took, man, it took them months to do it. It took us so long to do it, and I think they lost the will a little bit. They were like, "Oh, please don't make me pastel this in anymore, Mrs. P." But it looked so good in the end. It looked so good. Thanks, Caleb. It's pretty cool, eh? How's that art going for you guys in the senior school? You guys doing some amazing things up there? So jealous to see you had watercolor pencils. Let's have a look. The year fives are also making it all together. Oh, you are? The year fives are doing the same video? Start doing the curved again. I don't know. I like the curved on that side, Corbin. And then I'll have like my straight lines here and here. Yeah, you did have to. Yeah. Bit of a safety thing. Because otherwise we get people that hop online. We don't even know who they are. But that's all right. I have the ability to... That's what's nice about teaching online. I can mute you. I give you the mutes. Yeah. I think it's looking so cool. I was not expecting my picture to look like this today. Ta-da! What do you think? It looks pretty cool, eh? So the next step would be to use either... Now, so you know how last week I was like, let's do colouring in pencils, and then the only colouring in pencils I could find were watercolours. So I went and I raided all the pencil cases in the house, and I found all of these. I knew I had pencils, colouring in pencils somewhere. So found some, just a few to use. I love the Crayola ones, actually. They've got really nice soft lead, but a lot of these pencils have been, yeah, I've got to sharpen them. So I'll sharpen and read the chats while I'm sharpening. I'm going to do some work on with the black colouring in pencil. I think I'm going to keep it colouring in pencil related. I'm not going to go over the lines on stream because that would probably take a little bit too long. But what I am going to do is I'm going to start going over some of these patterns on the side. So what's something that's new that's happened to us this week? Nothing really. New World Long Bay have been baking custard and jam donuts, and they've been posting it on their Facebook page every morning. And every morning I get this sort of notification. Well, not a notification, but I get this, hey, look, the story that pops up, and I go, oh man, I want one of those. Anyway, I sent Mr. Plinston over yesterday at about midday, and they'd sold out. So we haven't tried them. I had, what's another? We have our Tasty Tuesday Zooms on a Tuesday where last week I did some cooking, and this week one of my other students did some cooking, and he made chocolate chip oat cookies. I made those just before the stream today. Used Whittaker's dark chocolate, which was really good. How's my mic so clear? It sits right here, Corbin, on my gaming headset. Oh, and I think, was it last week that I started talking to you guys about my gaming? I had to, so one of the friends I game with, her daughter in Tauranga watches this stream, and I kind of had to tell her, by the way, her daughters, I talked about you in the stream just in case your kids mention it. Yeah, so she lives in Tauranga, and it's just some people I game with. So this is my gaming headset. my birthday, not next week, but the week after, and I've asked for a new headset for my birthday. So we'll see what happens. It's a bit hard to get anything delivered these days. All right, so I've just I wanted to separate those three parts, so I just used a black colouring in pencil to do that. You had a class bake. Oh, do you know what, Elodie? It does not surprise me that you won. Honestly, the amount of baking that you plied me with when you were in my class, I felt like every couple of weeks it would be like, here, this is for you, Mrs. P, and this is for you, Mrs. P, and I was like, oh my gosh, more baking, and it's delicious. It's just delicious. So, but yeah, it doesn't surprise me you won. Congratulations. Oh no, you fell over your bike or you fell off your bike? Because that hurts. Both of them. Falling over a bike hurts and falling off a bike hurts. And yeah, I don't, yeah, no, not good. I'm going to go around my kowhaiwhai with a black colouring in pencil just to highlight this with a nice, and I haven't sharpened it very sharp. It's hard to tell. I wonder if I've actually got this ability to autofocus. There you go. So you can see it's not very sharp at all. Oh, look, you can see how terrible my pencil sharpener is. It's not sharp at all. So I'm actually getting some nice thick lines with my pencil. So don't make it too sharp because you want to get that nice soft, thick line. And I'm going to go around this with a black, I've decided. Now, traditionally, kowhaiwhai is, oh no, I have great sadness. I don't have any more black Crayolas, so I will have to sharpen this one. Traditionally, kowhaiwhai patterns are red, white, and black. However, kapahaka, put up your hand. If you are in our amazing kapahaka, you will notice that our kowhaiwhai patterns are not red, white, and black, but our school colours, which are blue, white, and black. So, does kowhaiwhai, traditionally kowhaiwhai patterns are that colour. Can you have a little bit of artistic license? Sure you can. I don't see why you couldn't. I'm having a real trouble with this. I have a feeling this pencil's been thrown across a classroom. Or someone has sat there going like this with it and they've broken all the leads inside. Oh, anyone that's been in room 4 or 5 knows Mrs. P does not like it. Right. So you can choose. Now, I love the colour red. I love warm colours. But if I was to say which one do I prefer, I would say I prefer cold colours. Probably most definitely, yeah. There you go. That's looking a bit more striking on the page. Let me have a quick look at my shitty chats. Oh, right. We've got so there is an ability for me to mute you in the chat. Please do not spam. You don't have black. Oh, 4B and 6B, I beg your pardon. Of course, you can use your fancy pants pencils. Remember, I've got those. From our first stream when we did the light bulbs. Use those fancy pants pencils if you have them. I'm just trying to use things that everyone has at home. Hopefully everyone has them at home. Yeah. Oh, that sun has come out and it is warm. I am so excited after the stream. I am going to get on a pair of shorts and some walking shoes, and I'm going to go for a very nice long walk with my family, I think, to clear our heads and to get out and breathe some fresh air and get some vitamin D. Now, we don't live in Mairangi Bay. we live in Browns Bay. So for us, a 10-minute walk down to the beach goes to Browns Bay Beach rather than to down to Mairangi Bay. Now, last lockdown, when it goes to level 3, that's I like level 3 because like the shops are open, like the cafes and stuff, and you can get takeaway stuff. Like that's what's the biggest difference with level 3. You don't feel as restricted as you do in level 4. Like you feel quite isolated in level 4. Like you've just got the people in your family. But yeah, level 3 is nice because you can go down, get a takeaway muffin. My favourite cafe in Browns Bay is called Golden Sands, which is awesome. Iris, I bet it looks amazing. Yeah? Don't worry about it. I bet it looks good. I'm going to go through and do this one as well. And they do the most amazing muffins, guys, like raspberry and white chocolate muffins. Oh. And they do a really good coffee. I started drinking coffee a couple of years ago, and I had a parent that kept bringing me coffees. And then I was hooked. Absolutely hooked. Now I've got my own coffee machine this lockdown. Did I tell you guys that I got a coffee machine this lockdown? Like a real espresso machine. I used to I volunteered as a barista. I used to go on youth camps, and my friend made this big trailer that was a coffee machine, and they would sell coffee at the youth camp. And so I learned how to make a coffee, even though I didn't drink coffee. But I made a good coffee. Now I get to drink my coffees, which is quite cool. Your class has a baking slide where we can post our favourite recipe. Your class has that. Your favourite colour is blue. Mine too. I love blue. Absolutely love it. Shout out to all the MBS teachers for helping us kids in lockdown. Absolutely. My goodness, aren't your teachers amazing? They are so amazing. Oh, what did you guys think of our Marangi? That video that was posted earlier this week? Did you see it? Can we colour with felt tip pens? You can colour with whatever you like. You can paint it. Go for gold. Paint it. Mairangi, and we had the voiceover. And I was gonna they did ask me to do this. Mairangi, and to play. But the time just got away with me. In lockdown, how you wake up, you do your day, and then your day ends really quickly. That's what's happened to me lately. I kind of feel like the day goes by so fast, and I'm like, oh, is it already dinner time? It was amazing, wasn't it, Caleb? Oh my gosh, it was so cool. And so my class watched it, and then I started crying because I was so moved by it. It was so cool, and I love the teachers. So your teachers were actually quite nervous about that, and you need to tell them how cool it was. And for a lot of teachers, like for me, like I've told you before, getting on here and doing the stream, and this being on YouTube, and this kind of being like public, this is a bit scary. It's a very, very scary for me. And some teachers are not like I can do a stream, and I've got the technical ability to set this up and to get, I've got my gooseneck camera up here, and we had a delivery today. Was it today? Of a proper microphone that comes across. And and I'm lucky that I've got the ability to do that. I mean, I was building computers when I was a little kid. So we had the first computer on the block. And so I know computers very well. But other teachers, this is new for them. This is something they could never do or they wouldn't do, and it really scares them. So encourage your teachers. Teach your teachers. That's what I say. I say teach them. My sharpener's being a bit of a bottom. Thank you. So how are you guys going on your pictures so far? Give me a bit of an update. How are we feeling about it? Give me a thumbs up for all good. I'm feeling happy about it. Thumbs up. Give me a wave emoji if you're thinking, oh, it's a bit so-so. I don't know how I feel about it. I need to work on it a little bit more. Or you can give me, I don't know, a face emoji to represent how you feel about it. Tell me how you feel. Because they, sometimes we'll do this. Like I said, like I was doing half an hour of little practicing before I went live. So don't stress about it. It's okay. I'm trying to figure out how to fix my... Ooh, that's a good sharpen. There we go. Okay. Right, I'm going to go in with blue. I've just decided. This is just a normal Stedler. Not using a watercolor here, just a normal coloring in pencil. And I've decided to color this in here. Oh, those are cute emojis. Oh, Corbin. Oh. I don't know if I want to see your one now. I had an asthma attack yesterday. Oh, very cool. Yeah, do you know what, Aria? If you spent more time actually doing the art and less time chatting, you probably would be able to keep up, sweetheart. I'm keeping my kowhaiwhai pattern white, and I'm painting the negative space or the background blue. Not painting. I mean colouring. You feel okay? Yeah? Hey, you don't have to send me the one you do right now. You can go away and try another one and send that one to me. I just wanted to give you ideas. Like, this is just a page full of ideas on different traditional Maori patterns that I thought would be cool to try. And yeah, it doesn't have to be the one you send me now. You can send me one in a week. I've had stuff from last week arrive in my mailbox this morning. Cool. Love those emojis, Sheena. The funny thing is like these emojis, the reason I laugh is that I know you. So when I know you and I see that emoji, I can see your face in real life and going, oh. So I'm going to just color mine in, which is cool. We're on the end of our stream. We're coming to the end of the stream anyway. So it's just coloring in our picture and seeing how we go. And if I don't finish it, I quite liked I like those sped up versions of art that I see on YouTube. Oh, so there's two things I've been, like lockdown, every lockdown there's a fad. Like there was no flour last lockdown last year. Yeah, so no one had flour. It was all a bit painful and people were trying to buy flour and rah-de-rah. Anyway, this lockdown, and then TikTok was really big last lockdown, but I've never installed TikTok. I've never looked at TikTok before. So I mean, this lockdown for me, I don't know why this started coming up on my YouTube feed, but watching Korean cooking videos, but like they don't talk. They just take you take you through how they make, like they mass produce most beautiful cakes you've ever seen and things like that. And they've been so fun to watch. Very relaxing. There's no sound. There's just the sound of like the whirring of the mixers and the blenders and the chopping, and that's been quite interesting to watch how they make food. So then I made Harry's birthday cake a couple of weeks ago, and I decided to use a recipe that used a lot of eggs, that just like they do in Korea, and they use a lot of eggs. They have very light and fluffy cakes, beautiful, and they use a lot of cream and fruit in their cakes as well. And this recipe was so good. It was so good. Probably one of the better cake recipes I'd used in a long time. So it's looking cool, isn't it? Man, it looks good on the... I've got this ruler in the way. Looks good on the screen. Your dad installed TikTok and is now addicted? Oh, no. There's some things that can be quite funny on there, but I don't know. I just... They pop up on my Instagram and I just go, ugh. There's a lot of things that you kind of go, you got to be careful. When you're young, how old you guys are, you just need to be careful of your digital footprint, Keep Googling your name, because one day you'll be 18 years old and you'll be trying to get a job, or 16, trying to get a job. And if you Google your name and you've got a whole lot of TikToks there under your own name, I don't know, unless they're fun TikToks or good TikToks, just be mindful of your digital footprint, guys. Be careful with it. Set a Google alert with your name. That's what I do. So that anything that pops up that's new for me, Google emails me and says, oh, we've had a new hit on your name. That's looking a bit cool, eh? Loving that. And then that way, it just protects you. You just need to be careful on the internet. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Yeah. Yes. So remembering when we were shading last week, I was using watercolor pencils and they looked really grainy on the screen. These ones also look quite grainy. I think it probably is the camera. Yours looks weird and no one can maybe change my mind. Okay, that's fine. That's you, Iris, and that's okay. So remembering when we start, I'm going to do hard on the outside. I'm just going to flick out that way because I don't want this green to go, this sort of turquoise color to go all the way out. And I'm going to be putting a lot of color here. And I'm going to fade that out. So I'm going to start pushing softer. So I've pushed quite hard there. And then I'm going to push softer. And it's going to come out. So you see I've got that line. So sometimes when you start shading, you'll start noticing that you end up with these funny lines on your page like that. You see those lines going across? I've got one here and I've got one there and one there. And so what you want to do is you just want to go back over it and just fade it out. You could just do flicks if you wanted. And that kind of smooths out that line a little bit. Yeah, so I'm going to go from turquoise out to, what colour should I do? I don't know what type of pencil this is, but it's a funny, let me swatch it. Swatch. No, don't like it. I'm glad I swatched. Kate, I love your dabbing. I don't like that colour either. Oh, ooh. Green blue. Hold on. Watch out. Here it comes. Autofocus. Can you do it? Can you do it for me? No, it's not going to do it for me. No. Green blue. I'm going to go in. Oh, yes. Yes, that's the colour I wanted. And I'm going to come in and shade on that side. Purple. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Purple would add sort of like a different tone, I think, for what I'm going for. And I think the sort of colours I'm going for are probably more oceany colours. I'm thinking more Moana. Oh my gosh, do you know what song I've absolutely fallen in love with this week that was released is the song by 660. That it has the sort of pepeha on it. Ko mana toku moanga. Have you heard that one? How cool is that song? Absolutely loved it. Fallen in love. I am blending, yes, a slight blending, a little bit of blending. You could blend without that sort of whiteness, I suppose. You could just blend from one colour to the other. I wonder if I should do that. Yes or no? It is not dabbing, it's coughing. Oh, so sorry. I'm clearly not with it. Yes or no? Should I blend or should I not blend? Tell me quick. Should I blend or should I not? Do, 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 do. I want to hug you too. I miss you too. You went to 660 at Western Springs and Eden Park. Ooh, that's a bit fancy. Very nice. You probably were in that video. At the end of that video, they're at a huge huge concert, which was probably Eden Park or Western Springs. You reckon okay, Elodie says yes. Anyone else? Speak now. Okay, Caleb says yes to blend. Cade says yes. Iris says yes. Izzy says yes. Okay. So far, it's 100% yes votes. Let's go. 3. Okay, we'll do it. So I'm going to push a little bit harder now. So I'm going to blend these two colours. Did you guys join Fire on Tuesday for Kapahaka? How cool was that? So cool. You've got teachers that do stuff like that. Right, just running those two colours together. Over and over again. Rotate to the different colours and go. Boom. I'm trying to cover up that white in the middle there. I think I need to push a bit harder over here. Let's try again here. No. Oh, too late. Yep, you did Kapahaka. How was it, Elodie? Was it good? We missed it. I keep forgetting to set my Alexa reminders. A bit shocking, actually. She reminds us of everything, like 10 minutes before every dance lesson that Abs has. It's like, this is a reminder. Abigail Jazz. This is a reminder. Abigail Contemporary. Alicia was there. Cool. Rianne, were you there? Which is very cool. Oh, Alicia, Fire Anna's daughter. That's cool. I remember when she was just a wee little snippet at Mairangi Bay School. Now she's this amazing college student. Yeah. Yeah. So this is what I came up with. Did I plan to do this? No. That's the best thing about art, is that I didn't plan to do anything like this. I didn't plan to use these colours. I didn't plan to do this stuff. I become inspired. I become inspired, and then I just kind of go with it, and that's art, guys. That's what you do. You just be inspired by the things around you, by nature. Be inspired by people, by anything. Go along and let life inspire you, and see what you can come up with. And yeah, so that's pretty much what we're doing this week. I've kind of done that much so far. The only thing I'll do next is I'll probably just colour in this one and this one, and then using my black, where's it gone? My black, I will go around like this and just go over those pencil lines so you can see those a little bit clearer. Yeah. And that's it. And it's super simple. And I might even, do you know what, just to make this stand out a little bit as well, go around your flower petals, or if you've got your korus here in the middle, you went and did a koru, go around that with a colouring in pencil, like that, yeah, just to help it stand out a little bit, yeah. But I can't wait to see it. Any last final requests for next week? So next week we've got, what is it, week 9 of the term, blimey. The term is just flying by. We've got week 9. It's, as far as I know, there isn't anything sort of, it's not multi-language week or anything. So I'll be back. If we're in level 3 next week, that'll be good. Who knows? Do you think we'll jump straight down to level 2 next week? I don't know. History says no. So if we go by what's happened in the past, no, but we could always be surprised. And yeah, remember, if I went too fast for you today, you can always play back the video. It'll be live. It'll be on the channel. straight after this, so you guys can come back and watch it and watch it and watch it and watch my craziness. And yeah, I hope you guys liked it today. I hope you enjoyed it. It was just a bit random, wasn't it? Started off with some random things, then what we end up with is a little bit different. And that's okay. That's art. That's what we do. So I hope that whatever yours has ended up with, you're proud of it. You've learnt something. That's what's important here. Okay. Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I hope that you will send me your art. And I want to say thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for sharing your ideas and sharing your stories. And I hope to see you next week. That would be great. And please, you know what to do. Send me your incredible art. All right, guys. I hope you have a wonderful week. Try and get outside. The sun is shining. Get outside, have some fun. Share your art with your teacher or your class if you don't want to send it to me. And I'll see you guys next week. I really, really appreciate having this time with you. Big hugs, those of you that need hugs right now. I'll be holding on to them. Huggy Bear, don't you worry. I'll hold on to your hug and I'll give it to you when we finish, okay? All of this lockdown nonsense. And I'll see you guys then. All right, guys. Take care and have a lovely weekend. Bye.